Cek tes lah. Akhirnya masuk. Oke. Langsung new game. Gak kenceng banget suara tapi. Ini gue gedein dari sini. Di settingnya gue kecil ya. Oke. New game. Play line 2. Beginning of the 15th century, the kingdom of Bohemia is ravaged by war. Okay. When Shelas is taken captive, engagement of Hungary like only a handful of loyalists stand by the king. Oh, di mana nih?
Keep firing! Don't stop!
Pistol head like what? Hand cannon.
We need more! Arrow! Need help here, damn it! You! Grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out!
Henry ya. Oh, bukan.
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Nah, ini Henry.
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Wait, Hans
Get
kapan?
ready!
Oh, Trebuchet.
Take cover!
Sorry.
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Anjay, ada diem. Kemana aja lu Mas? Ya, nggak kemana-mana. Paling dari kemarin main Valorant sama Bang Put main Valheim.
War begins!
Lagi ngamut aja.
Godwin! Over here! Get up there quick! We have to shoot!
Defend from the ramparts, oke. Ush. Reload. Oke, reload lagi. Serem banget masa? Oh, ya. Masa sih? Ini udah suara in-game gedean, bentar. Kecilin dikit. Minus 9. Cek tes. Si kegedean ya, minus 12. Cek tes. Nah.
Now you're finished!
Siapa sih yang dorong-dorong lo?
You having a chance? Get ready! Get coming inside! Conway, move downstairs. We can handle it here.
Oke, ke bawah. Let's go. Help defend the gate in the courtyard. Oke.
Godwin, get over here with that cross. Join the line.
I eat your liver. Ya, pour oil. Oke. Ayo buru. Draw your sword and follow me, tapi lu nya lambat banget. Ayo buru. Ayo, siapa? Mana lagi? Oh, disuruh dorong tangganya. Oke. Knock down ladder. Hold A. Oh, ini si Hans. Si Hans Capon, bukan Henry.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, that. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Oh, ternyata Hans, bukan Henry. Oke, belum Come Deliverance 2, let's go. Apa nih? Few months, several weeks earlier. Oh, berarti sebelum perangnya tadi. Summon naga auto luar. Lu kira ini Game of Thrones?
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you rat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does it actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And
Halo
simply have
Hans,
some
apa
fun.
kabar?
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much
Fortuna
excitement
Juvat,
there.
bahasa
Help me,
Latin.
my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak
Audentes
Latin.
Fortuna Juvat.
Sir, Trotsky.
Fortune favor the brave. Ini ceritanya mereka di daerah Bohemia, di Holy Roman Empire.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Kasihan banget anjingnya nggak naik kuda. Anjingnya jalan kaki.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh? But why didn't Uncle Hannes take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai
Wih,
estates to
asik.
you one
Iya,
day.
yang pertama aja udah
I
asik
expect he
banget
wants to
visual.
be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking down in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Apa iya, gameplaynya first person.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we wouldn't stand a chance against them.
Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Bergov from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas. While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund. So it would appear we are enemies.
Okay.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon bodyguard. Okay.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
Persuasion. Okay. Speech, coercion, charisma, domination, dread, might. Okay. Mission can solve reasoning with other party. Blah 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 blah. Oke. Tergantung ngomong sama siapa. Oke. Plus. Gak pernah main Witcher udah. Cuma yang ketiga doang. We really look like bandit. Using diplomatic skill, chivalry, martial, and strength. Okay.
We want to negotiate an alliance, and we can help you with those bandits. Together, we'll put them in their place, as a sign of goodwill. And then you'll escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained. You'll see.
Judging by the looks of you, your help might well come in handy. All right.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Oke, nggak jadi perang.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Oke, kita bakal kemah.
Come on,
on,
Karena
fellas.
kan mau beli cuma gak tahu
Camp here on
gameplay.
the bank.
Gameplaynya kayak Witcher tuh kayak apa
At
ya?
least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Oke, mau.
Come on, Conrad.
What? Henry! Call that dog to heel.
Alt X to call mut.
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt?
with you.
Are you that hungry?
Why not?
All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Price.
And how come you always
Good boy.
eh?
You silly mutt.
I always win, because you always...
Beli RR remake. Oh, RR remake juga oke sih.
Henry, oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hanush had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my
Di
ass.
sini Hans
And by
Kapok
the way,
nggak begitu kayak
how
ini ya.
about stretching
Nggak
our limbs a
begitu
bit
kayak
after that long
nyebelin lah.
journey?
Di
With a bit of
Kingdom
swordplay.
yang
You're in the
Deliverance
mood for that
1
after
soalnya
riding
nyebelin
so
banget.
long.
Certainly. So then,
Orangnya
eh? Eh?
bikin susah ya.
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a
Oke.
practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
I open inventory. Oke, bla 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 bla. Close. Oke, training sword. Terus kita disuruh pakai helmet. Daripada pakai padded coif dulu, baru pakai kettle helmet. Oke. Get kitted armor and sword. Oke, let's go.
So, should we start?
Did you deal with that dog of yours? I wouldn't want him gobbling up our supper while we're training.
Don't worry. Oates is cooking up that gruel again. That, well, not even a dog would eat.
I never knew you were such a gourmet. All right, let's go. A bit of sword play will give you an appetite.
Oke, tutorial.
Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time,
satu.
let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
Oke. Using chain sequence.
Very nice exchange, Henry. Nice job.
Oke.
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Oke.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard.
On guard, block attack. Oke. Ayo, mau nyerang mana lo? Atas? Yuk.
Good. Wrong. Good.
Oke. Kiri.
That's the way. Nice. Good.
That's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you
Yeah.
do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Nice, Henry. You're doing great, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect
Ah,
block
riposte,
immediately
counter
with a
attack dari
strike.
block langsung
show you.
attack. Oke.
Get ready.
Block, attack, riposte.
Nice.
Lagi. atas, ayo. Block, repost.
Good, Henry.
Block, repost.
Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's
Okay.
best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Oke.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right, come on then.
Attacking zone, oke.
Nice, Henry. Nice work, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling confident or not?
Fine, 200. On guard. First hit.
Sabar. Regen stamina dulu. Repost. Block. Repost. Oke, back. Stamina gue habis. Block. Repost. Block. Repost. Block. Repost. Oke, regen stamina dulu. Ayo. Bad block.
How do you do it?
Ayo. Block. Repost. Block. Repost. Repost. Aduh, back. Kanan. Kiri. Aduh. Oke. Atas, kanan. Kanan, kiri. Oke. Kiri, kita ke kanan. Ayo. Kanan, dia ke atas. Repost. Oke, stamina kita habis. Back up. Back block, repost. Oke. Repost lagi. Oke, regen stamina lagi. Kanan, kiri, kanan. Oke. Block, repost. Block, repost. Oh. Bad block. Block, repost.
Knock the stuffing out of me.
Oke, menang.
I yield. Enough. Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable. Oh, you won the bet. Fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Oke. Wait, anjing gue mana? Hebat.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday. That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Strength, agility, vitality, speech. Kayak speech lebih berguna.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot...
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
Wait.
She's brave. She saved my life when I went back to Scallis after it was razed to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Hamster. Stealth, survival, scholarship. Stealth.
In the camp, with you lot. It was Conrad's turn to gather wood, and I wasn't hungry yet. So I stretched out for a bit by the horses.
Oh, yeah? Where? You didn't see it? I was going for wood.
It was getting dark. I reckon he just overlooked me.
You gave me a nasty shock when you came out of the darkness. You're as quiet as a mouse, and that's the truth.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the royal chamberlain. You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
Yes.
The sword is a weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of
pedangnya
Pat.
diambil sama
We forged it
Istvan
together,
Toth.
just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
You know, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Kalau habis ngomong gitu biasanya mati.
With him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Nah, ini nih yang bikin in trouble.
Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Klasik Hans dengan perempuan.
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Crouch down in the reef. Okay.
Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Duluan. Oh, ada orang. Ada orang,
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other
Oke,
side.
lempar batu buat mengalihkan perhatian. Pencet G untuk lempar. Oke.
What was that?
It worked. Let's go.
Quest pertama disuruh ngintip.
All right. What was that?
Oh, itu dia. Apa lu lihat-lihat?
Pána je u muziky, směje se na kasníky, klient pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja domine, aleluja.
Kena ambush.
Henry, I told you to... Oh, fucking God, you're a...
Ya kan mati gue bilang juga apa?
You've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake. Oh, fuck. A letter. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Apakah Henry akan jadi pahlawan?
Hey!
Oke.
What the fuck are you doing? Hey!
Hands off her, you brute!
What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run! Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine! What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank! Christ! When did you learn to swim? Just now!
Kena panah Henry.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Oh, his horse is quick! Oh, Mott.
What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah, fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you
Oh,
walk?
untung peluru crossbow bukan broadhead panah. Kalau broadhead panah udah makin gede itu lukanya.
You pull yourself together.
We've got to vanish.
Siapa? Ishvanto. Oke, mana kita?
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky?
Ayo, buru. Pundak gue luka, cuy.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
Aduh.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right?
Go around,
You two,
oke.
go up there.
Use your head.
Get a move on.
Stick behind me.
You watch this side.
Lali,
come on.
buruan.
And you, go to the pond.
Nggak, bro.
They didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond. I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report. Footprints, foot trails, everything.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Get to work.
think they could swim all the fucking way across? Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish.
Ayo, ayo.
Stumbling about in the pitch black, when all your torch does is blind you. Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in this skirmish. Maybe. But I still can't see a blood. We'll find
Hans, ayo. Tree trunk up ahead ini. Yuk. Ada lagi? Iya, makanya. Mana kita? Ayo buruan.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday. Shouldn't you
They're
be
coming
keeping
here.
watch instead?
Stand still.
You reckon we'll find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be
Run,
found half dead
quick.
somewhere on the bank, not here. Why are we moving down instead of being high up? Because you can't see shit from up there through the foliage.
Ada lagi, hehehe. Iya, iya.
No, fuck. They're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks.
Kurva! They're fleeing into the rock. Hurry!
Mana kita?
Around! We'll catch them at the top.
What now?
Ya nggak tahu, lu lah. Aduh, ada archer.
Hans, there's more of them up top.
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Ayo, jalan lagi.
Get over here!
Iya.
Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Yuk jalan.
But through fissures. There's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
A way out, a way out. Aduh, suara apa lagi? Nope, nothing here. Arah satunya. Oh, ini ada jalan keluar.
There were soldiers there, so I set off after you. Kurva. That was a hellish maze. Let's go then.
Yeah, let's go. Ayo. Duel kita. Ayo.
You're a dead man. No, you don't.
Ayo, pukul. Post. Nah. Langsung dia cupu. Ayo, repost. 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 Mati.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword.
Okay,
Someone will
flashback.
shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits.
Bapaknya kah?
Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Oh iya.
Pa. Now, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I?
Dead.
Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come?
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. I mean, it broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all.
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Like, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
New quest started, Fortuna.
How are you holding up?
Bad.
Not good. I feel like it's all up for me.
Just hang in there, damn it. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
Oh, halusinasi kah?
What are you staring at?
Oh, si Sigismund.
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
Oh, Scarlet kah? Saat diserang. Oh iya benar.
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallops, and you'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
Henry sudah mau mati, sudah mulai berhalusinasi.
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the truck. Go to the car. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sir
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of you.
on.
Promise me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus.
Gotta go.
Take me away.
Henry, pull yourself together.
No.
Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Run.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa, I let them all down.
You've never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, horsons.
Think again, Scott!
British galleys. They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
Huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz.
Mark.
I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
Oh, Hans juga cedera kah?
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
If it worse.
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I
Okay,
reckon I can manage
stop the
that.
bleeding, dapat 6
I
bandage.
need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that
Okay.
ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
You have no choice but to recover and regain the gradual training. Okay. Stop your bleeding. Inventory. Bandage. Use. Gimana use? Kita sampai 100%. Butuh 4. Oke, bleedingnya harus sudah stop. Terus kita tadi dapat tunic. Bisa kita pakai. Oke. Terus eat the food by holding down. Kok Jerokman langsung makan dari ini.
True bliss is a full belly.
True bliss is a full belly. Oke. Sekarang kita suruh nyuci di trough. Mana trough? Okay.
Feel like a new
Show yourself to Bozena. Okay. Mana Bozena ya?
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again.
Okay.
So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of
Game ini
him.
ada dimainin si
I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You
warna
go along
ungu dan
there
warna putih
till you
bunganya.
reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him,
Dulu gue main yang pertama,
or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
terus kemarin tahu yang kedua mau keluar, akhirnya
I'd
gue
be
mainin
truly
juga.
glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
I can manage.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself.
Bad luck.
And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the
Iya,
dung
ngintip.
pile and bury him by the creek.
Baru main
The
udah
soil will
udah
be
disuruh
softer
ngintip
there,
orang
so it
mandi
should be
di
easier.
sungai.
When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Ya, kita disuruh kita kita loot dulu bisa. Loot. Oke, kita take all, transfer all item. Kita suruh ngubur. Ini ada spade. Terus kita harus ngambil ayatnya. Kita disuruh carry the corpse to the stream. Oke. Oh, ini I. Semoga aja gak ada musuh. Lagi ngubur tiba-tiba kena ambush. Ada babi. Ada babi. Oke, dan agresif babi.
Shit. My shoulder.
Oke, drop dulu.
Bastard's hard work.
Disuruh.
You can't be in the ground soon enough.
Gimana? Oh, nih. Starting. Gamenya genre lo banget soalnya. Iya, medieval. Mana tuh yuk? Medieval perang. Beri. Oke, udah selesai, sudah kita tanam. Oke, sekarang kita disuruh nyari herbnya tadi di belakang rumahnya. Ini kita ada roti di sini mana? Oh, ini dia. Ada roti. Ini ada schnapps. Ini ada apel. Jangan terlalu serakah. Oke, naik ke sini. Kita suruh cari chamomile sama sage. Set kita bentar belum. Jadi ini. Jadi pohon manusia. Mana ini ya? Bunga-bunga. Ah, ini bunga-bunga. Bukan. Oh, ini dia. Ada ini. Nggak ada panas sih kita. Sage.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
Oke, kita kumpulin yang banyak. Jadi ada netball. Netball. Oke. Lagi bisa kita harvest. Oke, netball lagi. Kita butuh sage sama chamomile. Sage. Nah, kita petikin semuanya buat supply. Siapa tahu ntar butuh. Oke, satu lagi chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Jadi game-game ini kita nggak bisa balik lagi ke sini. Jadi kalau bisa kumpulin banyak. Nah, habiskah chamomile ini apa? Nah, cara. Oh, masih ada nih, ada sage lagi. Sage. Ini chamomile. Kita simulator memetik bunga. Oke, cukup.
I should eat something.
Seperti cukup. Kita balik ke Bojana. I should eat something yang bisa kita makan. Kita ambil roti, mana roti? Gimana cara eatnya? Apel aja deh. Oke, makan apel. Balik-balik, kenapa anjingnya gonggong? Ada orang kah?
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Those renegades who've been pillaging around the domain. They slaughtered some knight and his company yesterday down by the pond. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knight's company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
Kayaknya mereka bandit deh.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Okay, we sent him away kali ya.
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds around here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond. Not to the rocks, but along the other bank that leads to the crossroads by the birch tree, and then into that long gorge. Decent folk don't go there. It's a hiding place for all kinds of dodgy types, so a couple more won't be noticed.
Aye, I know the crossroads with the birch tree. Oh, that's a long fucking way from here.
Aye, but if you hurry, you'll be in that long gorge before dark.
Shit, I've been up all night,
Okay,
and
sukses.
now I'm supposed to hightail it to
Oke,
the
up
fucking
all night
birch
berarti
wood.
dia bukan dari von Bergov. Berarti fix dia bandit yang nyari kita. Oke, bye-bye.
The devil take it. That's all.
Did they hurt you?
No. But I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Bergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you. I'm thankful to you for saving us. I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Oke, thank you Lex sudah
You
mampir
sound
Lex.
sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I
Discord
hope I won't
lah
live to
kapan-kapan.
regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered those birches me and Sir Hans rode past. How's he doing? Will he be all right?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her.
Thank you,
But
Lex.
you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try.
Alchemy kah kita?
I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe,
Okay.
but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
I should eat something.
Okay. Alchemy start.
First, go to the recipe book.
Read.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
Okay.
And remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench
Sleep
and we'll
heals you
start.
faster, and if good quality energy replenish faster while sleeping. You will need wine. Butuh wine, 2 chamomile, dan 1 sage. Terus chamomile direbus 1 ton. Terus sage-nya di grind, di apa?
You must have read it by now, surely.
Iya, sabar to the table. Okay.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base
Base,
into the
wine,
cauldron. Choose
spirit,
the right
oil.
pitcher
Okay,
from the
wine.
shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Okay, habis itu apa?
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Move the cauldron. Okay,
Hear that
direbus.
bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To
Okay.
keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames.
Okay, take it
Try
off the
move
flame.
The cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready.
Kita butuh chamomile dan sage. Okay, confirm X.
All
Okay.
right. Let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Mana chamomile? Chamomile 2 handful, 2 ya. 1. Satu lagi chamomile 2.
Before you
Okay.
put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts.
Okay.
See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the
salah
sand
dong.
runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again.
Ah.
Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Okay, kita butuh di grind.
1 handful of sage.
Sage.
Grind it with a mortar and pestle.
Mortar and pestle.
Drop it in the cauldron.
Mortar pestelnya diulek. Lalu di drop ke cauldron.
Have you ground it? Good. Now,
Okay.
drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to
Ah.
boil it anymore. All you have to do now
Just decant
is
file.
decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Okay, terus pour.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Kita dapat chamomile brew, oke. Terus leave, escape.
Here it is.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Okay, so tidur.
As a wolf.
Sleep until morning. Okay. Mandi dulu kali ya. Okay, you are clean as you can get at the trough. Sleep and save. Sampai pagi, jam 5 kah paginya? Okay, start.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Oh, hello.
Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Better than yesterday.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Oke, kita butuh makan. Kita makan sup. Oke, tadi sebelumnya kita dapat armor. Inventory, Hunter's Belt. Oke, Lord Gambeson. Miner's Hood, shoes, hose. Ada darahnya, kita harus cuci dulu. Petrov. Okay.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well,
like humans.
There was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Tarnberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Geleoth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
May God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Oke, kita dapat hunting sword.
Thanks. I hope I won't need it.
Well, as do I. But better to have it than nothing. Come on. Let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine. And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed. And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't!
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, envoy.
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws.
Ah,
The captain
okay.
barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3
Berarti
days. And
dua-duanya
even if
kena
he did
ambush.
confirm your story,
Nih,
I am under
pasti
strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
villainnya.
There's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Berarti something fishy is going on di
What
Trotsky.
the fuck was that?
Dan yang iniin pasti si orang yang tadi di atas.
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
We'll earn some coin.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Hanush would
Sure,
understand.
Sir Hanush would understand.
He might, but he'd never let me forget it. I can guarantee you that. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? What's that woman from the pond? Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you. What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard some talk about your captain.
What was that?
Hey, mandi dulu sudah bersih.
Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on his feet.
Okay.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Si Captain Thomas yang kita ketemu di awal di
and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha!
Serang
So
banget.
that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Her stewed likes us.
Okay, talk to Catherine.
Not a bad idea.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Hmm?
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Hmm?
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Okay, that's weird.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I
Okay.
said.
Alright.
Right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill.
Okay, suruh ngangkut.
My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Alright.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
It's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back of me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Okay.
Who is this? Samin.
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda. and it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Okay.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
We could come up with a plan to take her away. Somewhere she's out of sight.
Oh, my hands.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Okay. Yeah, do it
All
myself.
right, I understand. I'll carry them by myself.
I'm glad you know your place.
Although, a couple of sacks wouldn't kill you, eh?
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Hans kapan masih still a prick.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant.
Apa
but
si
it turned out that you're a
innkeeper
noble
masih
bastard.
nongkrong di situ?
And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labor, it wouldn't be such an offense against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so
Yeah,
kind as to get
ternyata
to
Hans
work.
Capon masih
I
nyebelin.
promise I'll make it up to you.
Kayak di KCD1.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
What a prick, what a
Well,
prick.
giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog.
Ya awal
As
gue
soon as we
kira
have at least
Hans
some
Capon
gear,
udah
we'll head
tobat
into the
ya.
forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although,
Ternyata masih
think about the 3
menyebalkan.
states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work.
Ya,
But let's
ya, ya.
pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Lovely tree like that.
Oke, kita disuruh. Wait, siapa yang tadi kata invite? Korek, Heinrich. Oh, Spat ya.
Greetings. Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name.
Oh?
I'll probably forget after a few tankards anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No. I just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
I heard there's gonna be a big wedding in these parts.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samin. A big affair. Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Berghoff will come. That's how important our family is.
Okay.
I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff, but I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
Okay.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom, but high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
Okay.
You must know young Lord Semin, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home, always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it. Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
Okay, but the
I'd like
wedding.
to ask about the wedding again.
No, I'm not inviting you. Forget it.
Thanks. I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
You'd invite us, you mean?
You'd have to beat me first. And that's not going to happen.
Okay, let's play.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Pindah dulu. Okay, rules. If you're interested in gambling, you can find a game with dice in any respectable tavern. Okay, choosing dice. You can choose to use them before starting the game. Have special property that you can read about their description. Blah 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 blah. If you don't roll a single scoring die, you will lose all points. Gain this turn. There are days to finish your turn and score your point before you run the rest of not rolling a single scoring die. The first player to reach the score goal is the victor. You can see all the point information. Okay. Point information. 1 itu 100. 111 1000. 666 600. The Devil's Head act as a joker. Ready one value to any combination. Okay. The 3 doubles the value. Okay.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
One beer.
Wait, what? Hold.
Hey, where's that beer?
Wait. What? 50. 3, 4. 6. Nggak ada. 55 100. Terus score and continue. Apakah ada 5 lagi? 6 33. 33 dapat apa? Nggak dapat. 6 3 3 1. 1 aja dapat apa? Dapat 100. Oke.
You're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough.
Skoran
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages still.
1 tambah 1 200 tambah 5 150. Oke. Skorin pas.
So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it to the last moment this year.
My God, I'm done.
Berarti paling gede itu 111 ya. Oh, 6600. Oke, skorin pas. I see.
These ones here.
200.
Oh, come on.
Oke, 6655. Oke, kita bisa 55. Bisa skorin pas.
You know you can throw again, right?
Oh, 111. 1050.
Damn it. They're yours, lad.
Kita tahan 1, terus score and continue. Ayo, 1 lagi. 100, 200, 2 sama 2 nggak ada apa-apa ya. Orang continue.
If I was you, I'd take it.
1, oke. Core and pass. Dikit lagi. Please jangan skor apa-apa. 5. Please 0.
Oh, come
Yes.
on.
Coba putar 150, oke. 1, 200, oke, dan score pass.
You
Okay.
must have a lucky.
Bloody hell. You've played before. Admit it.
True. I can't deny it.
Thank God we weren't playing for coin. You'd have cleaned me out.
Well, we were playing for something else. So I hope you're going to keep your word.
Well, it's not that easy, you know. I can't just invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Only my old man can do that.
You were lying then?
A bit. But look on the bright side. We had a game, and you didn't lose anything.
Yeah, I didn't win anything either.
You can still get to the wedding as a lackey. If you make an effort.
Saatnya
Mind where you're going.
gendong karung.
God, I'm bored.
Carry the second infantry. Jangan lambat lagi kalau sambil ngangkat karung. Gue bawa karungnya. Oke, ini infantry-nya. Ini kah? Kayu. Oke. Apa tuh, ada tikus? Wah, nggak bersih nih ini. Here.
It happens. Just watch where you're going.
God bless.
God bless. Oke. Aduh, harus 5 kali bolak-balik begini.
That was our company. But the two of us managed.
Apalagi nih.
Ignore those people. We don't need any more problems. Don't let them provoke you, all right?
I'm perfectly calm. Some local wretches can't unsettle me. Keep working and take no notice of me.
Don't say
Don't say another word. Those village yokels aren't worth it.
Henry, stop lecturing me like I'm some little brat and get on with your work.
Ya lu little brat.
Think of Mutt, Henry.
What's your name again?
Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Aduh. Apakah Hans membawa kita ke dalam masalah lagi?
I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm surprised. You're just a village yokel.
Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat?
Hans malah berantem nih biasanya nih. Salah.
What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you the same advice I gave your little chum. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me, you and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Aduh.
It was him.
You've no chance against me. Shut up.
Slice him up. Why did you do that? Shame on you.
Aduh. Aduh.
Come on then. Good.
Jangan keroyokan lah, satu-satu. Satu-satu.
Slice him up.
You can't take me.
Your ass off.
No. Satu-satu.
Sakra.
Let him have it. Fuck her out, damn it.
Now,
ngapain?
fucking nice strike.
Ayo.
Slice him up. I'll rip your arse open. We'll finish this quickly.
Wilkins, you
Let him have it.
Show your stuff. Fucking hell.
Regen stamina ya.
Ain't had enough yet. Good. Nice hit.
Aduh, satu-satu.
Viel Spaß in der Hölle. Yeah. Don't spare it.
Mampus. Darah-darah lu. Satu dulu nih. Aduh. Aduh.
Show your stuff.
Satu-satu,
Nice strike. Now we finished it.
Come on then!
Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard.
Light him up!
I'll kill you!
Send my greetings to the devil!
siapa lagi?
Don't spare me!
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak? You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
No.
You don't really.
Lu yang bikin jadi masalah.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well.
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Okay. Hans Capon still a prick. Dari KCD 1.
Right, ladies.
time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Open Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
All right. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Crime and reputation. Okay, still break the people home. Blah blah blah. God. Okay. Okay.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you. You stuck-up
Siapa
Lord
manggil
of
Henry?
Perkstein.
Well, come on. I don't bite.
I went to see my brother. And?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
Ah.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well. Not
Dia
many
rame
people can
gara-gara
make such a
kita
strong
di ini.
first impression. But look on the bright side.
Jadi dia dapat
Now
duit
things can
dari
only
begging.
get better.
I suppose you're right.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Okay.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He rigs logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Okay.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Okay, right.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Okay.
You said you're going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Okay.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Okay, help me. I need something to...
Practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
After what you did here with that friend of yours, even the deaf and blind would immediately recognise you. But between the two of us, it's easy enough to scrounge up a shirt and trousers if you know where to look.
Thanks, but I'd rather get my clothes honestly. I just got out of the pillory. I don't want to end up there again.
Well, I'm not pushing you, just giving you a few useful tips. What you do with them is up to you.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying.
Sumbangan dari
You'd better find some
pengemis.
work quick.
Dapat sumbangan dari pengemis. Okay.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet
Prolognya agak
again.
panjang ya. 2 jam baru kelar prolog. Oke. Kita di Roskovitz. Oke, kita punya misi B itu get into wedding, bantu blacksmith. Ini apa? Alchemy bench. Oh, ini Bosch Vena. Ini buat cari mood. Go to see Tomcat. Oke. Cari mat dulu kali. Inventory. Kita punya apa? Kita punya hunting sword. Oke, miner's hood. Terus kita punya hunter's belt. Kita bisa taruh hunting sword. Beltnya tuh yang mana? Ini deh. Terus kita punya short tunic. Terus punya uang gambeson. Pattern boots. Lagi bisa kita pakai. Ini apa nih? Main stats, condition. Oke, udah mulai rusak. Terus weight, price. Oke. Gambeson ya, gambeson lebih gede. Oke, kita punya Savior Snaps. Punya 5 groschen, 1 lockpick, dan 6 bandage. Kita coba, kita butuh bersih-bersih dulu. Oke, water cell. As clean as you can get. Ini apa nih? Quest tipper. Point of entrance tipster. Oke.
Good day.
Oh, ini belly crush.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me.
And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it?
That sounds interesting.
Okay,
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself. And why not directly at the castle? He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up. If you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can... I'm sorry, lad, but until then...
Ya, kita harus nyari ini dulu.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy. But he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about... I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I can't help...
I'd like to buy something.
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
Okay.
What's new, babe? Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskovit is peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was.
Okay.
Thanks.
And dialog. Terus satu lagi apa kita dapat tadi? Point of interest tipster. Beres tuh. Dalam rumah ini kah? Oh, dalam inn. Oke. Dalam tavern. Belum buka kah tavernnya? Lock.
You shouldn't be bothering us here. Greetings to you.
Oke, greetings. Kita tunggu sampai jam 10 kali.
God bless.
Okay, God bless.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop being angry.
Okay.
If you don't have enough, certainly have no fear.
Mouse sensitivity ini kencang banget. Setting, game setting, controls, mouse sensitivity. Meter. Oke, kita coba cari mat dulu di A. Kita ngomong mat rates ini dulu deh. Ini kah?
And I said I'm going elsewhere. Unless...
Greetings.
Greetings. Okay.
Maybe next time then.
Nggak bisa ngobrol kah?
Good day. Look out.
Oh.
Welcome. You can buy everything you need from me, but excuse the selection. A few days ago, when I was returning with new goods, the horse got spooked and my wagon tipped into the pond. I salvaged some things, but the rest is now in the pond.
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all sorts of delicacies and precious spices from me for the wedding feast. And for Taylor Bartushak, I was carrying expensive fabrics to make dresses for the occasion. If you only knew how much coin I spent on this.
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. You can still find it there. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
What?
Sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So, what will it be?
It's over
I
the
wanted
hill.
to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Katharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh,
Okay.
natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
What time do you go to? Is there anything I should...
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business.
Okay.
Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here, and Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon. Wiedersehen.
Ini apothecary ya. Ada alchemy table di situ. Housemaid. Gerda. Apothecaries. Merchant, scribe, tavern, inn. Oke, karakter. Scapon atau Van Berghoff. Oke.
Wie geht's? Don't shove.
Ya lu, ayo jalan. Gue mau lewat deh. Bukannya don't shove. Move.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
Cuma thread doang, kita nggak bisa ngobrol sama dia. Oke. Kita minum Savior Shops. Drink. But not wearing a pouch. Body pouch. I see. Recipe. Natal dan Belladonna. Oke. Chamomile Sage. Oke, reach new level. Apakah bisa naikin stats? Oke, in the player we can find all the important information, stats per point, buff segala macam. Oke. Strength. Train hard, fight easy. Apa bedanya? Halo? What's required strength for our weapon we build two less. Okay. Hardworking lads. Okay. I see. Kita bisa bawa lebih gampang. Main level Charming Man. Opportunist. Charming Man. Gain reputation increase. Oke, strength kita coba yang hardworking lads karena kita nggak punya apa-apa. Oke, ngurangin require agility, kita punya space. Polish wares, when selling weapon, armor, or clothing, they are in near perfect. Silver tongue. Oke, silver tongue lebih fungsi, kayaknya kita bisa tawar menawar. Okay, then that's about it. Skills, craftsmanship, razor sharp, sharp weapon. Okay, if you wear boots, armor clothing that you repair yourself with armor kit will make less noise. Okay, razor sharp. Oke. Apalagi horsemanship, night training. Repair with a cobbler kit will more efficient. Oke, saddler. Tapi kita nggak punya ini ya. Udah tapi deh. Melee attack, kita punya stealth. Stealth skill. If you have a dagger, pro dagger. Take down. Stealthily knock people out. To do this, sneak up to the victim and initiate chokehold. Okay, bushman. You'll make 50 less nice when moving to bushes. If your opponent defend against your attempt to stun. Yes. Lagi skill yang punya survival on the poacher's trail. Double. Okay, go increase. Thievery, Pak. Ada combo. Kita ke Mat. Kita coba nolong Mat. Oke, salah jalan here.
Praise God.
Oh, apa ini? Baik. Tadi ini kebalik gimana ya? Tadi katanya ada grocer. Ya itu tempat weddingnya. New quest. Ini tuh wedding party hub. Oke, blacksmith. Oke, kita nolongin. Udah cari mat dulu berarti. Kita bisa lewat. Nggak kelihatan lagi.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was my master's beloved who sent it.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
You sure?
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Well, if you ask me, you should man up and tell your master the truth.
No way! Might as well crawl into the pillory myself in that case.
And if I give you a thrashing, that's a better solution.
At least I know you won't flay me to a bloody pulp.
Okay.
Will you?
Yeah, okay, gladly.
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am. This is tricky. Your jaw. Think about your jaw.
This is to keep your job. Think about your job.
Lah, malah pingsan. Nah, bangun loh. Kup.
All right. That was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely.
Glad to be of help then.
Oke, quest pertama mukulin orang. Kita lanjut lagi. Kita ke north. Ada camp. Bisa tidur di situ. Bisa save lah ya. Ini save. Kenapa suara serigala bangun-bangun? Kita ke utara. Lalu ke jangan bilang bakal diserang serigala di sini. Baru bangun aja langsung ada suara serigala. Discover nest. Coba milih. Harus dipanah. Pistol. Pistol. If you dry them, the drying shit, they will not spoil. Oke, bisa basi ternyata. Berarti kita nggak bisa ngumpulin banyak buat disimpan. Bener nggak? Ya, terus. Kota kah? Village lagi. Oke. Shallow.
Nonsense, isn't it? I don't know. He treats that animal like a lord. Except he has it sleep in the barn.
Amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sand, hot and dry with no fresh water. The people there call themselves
Ada bisa diajak ngobrol di sini. Halo? Kita keluar di selatan. Terus jalan ke selatan. Aduh, tai sapi. Ini ya harusnya. Yap. Nggak belok kanan. Nettle. Bunga merah kopi. Kita cari anjing kita dulu. Kita cari mat. On the right track, kita jembatan. Oke. Gua nggak mau masuk hutan. Ini banyak babi. Oke, almost there. Kita ke kiri. Ya. Oh, itu masuk jembatan nih. Oke, kita salah jalan. Ada nyebrang ke sana. Wait. Jalur ke kanan. Adakah jalan ke sana? Oh. Kamu jalan lagi, belok kanan, lurus. Oh, ini tempatnya Bojena lah. Ini Bojena.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could.
Okay,
I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her.
Okay.
And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you...
Berarti Pavlena diculik. Kemungkinan. Troskovitz. Tapi nanti kita jalan baliknya. Sekarang kita ke pond lagi, ke danau untuk nyari mud dan pebbles. Bisa. Ada sesuatu di cave ini. Oke, sudah dekat.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
No, you don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Ha! Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Well, anyone can slit throats if they have the stomach for it. But a real fight with iron in hand, now that's something else entirely.
And? You think I'm afraid of you?
Well, maybe you should be. I may have lost everything, but I can still beat the shit out of you with what I've got to hand.
But I was just joking. I wasn't serious. I'd better be on my way.
If we ever meet again, you won't be leaving on your feet. Before we part ways, have you seen a dog?
A dog? No, I haven't. But when I'm out at night, laying in looking for work, I often hear wolves howling by the rocks near the pond.
Hey, you're lucky, mate.
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could mutt have been here?
Oh iya, kita tadi jatuh dari atas ya. Pas ditolongin sama Mat.
Dead and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Balik ke ini kah? Oke, sambil nunggu kita ke tuh si tongkat dulu. Jalannya kemana ini? Batu-batuan, kita ke atas ada jalan. Ups, kurang. Ikutin jalan dulu kali. Ini ada jalan. Apa jalannya? Blok. Berarti kita harus balik ke rumahnya Bos Vena. Oceana Meadow. Oke, kita starimat dari oke. Ini tempat kita turun tadi ya. Diserang di sana, dibantu Mat, terus jatuh. Kita balik dulu ke rumahnya Bojena. Kita tanya apakah dia melihat Mat. Valerian.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks. I wanted to ask you something else. Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods. Don't you think I've already got a bad enough impression of you?
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry. And don't insult us. Take care now.
Bisakah kita fast travel sekarang? Balik ke Troskovitz. Apa nih? A spot mud in the tavern. Let's travel. Oh, bisa travel tempat lain nggak? Apa cuma ke kota doang? Oke, kita bisa travel ke Jalanok, Delajo. Okay, we're here at the shrine. Oke, kita ke tavern di utara. Ada jalan utara, jalan gede, belok kiri. Kita jalan nih. Well, at least the view is great. Ada yang bisa diambil, tidak bisa. The tavern.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
Greetings.
Oke, di dalam.
What the? God grant you him. It's him.
What are you doing with that?
Stick it back in your belt, eh?
Jesus Christ.
So, tell me, what can I do for you?
Are you Henry of Skalitz?
Wait, how do you know that?
Well, that I am. How do you know?
Everyone's been talking about you. But to see you with my own eyes, that's something else.
And
who might you be?
I'm Valdemar.
Go on.
I wander the world in search of curiosities. I love hearing about them, and I enjoy talking about them.
What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot about you, and wanted to meet you in person, so I'll have another story to tell.
What exactly are these curiosities you're so fond of?
Old Bram from Zheleyov keeps complaining about the folks from Tachov. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here.
Tell me more. What else have you seen?
If we meet again, I'll gladly tell you more. I'm not going to spill out all my stories at once, am I? Who knows? You might well run across some curiosities yourself in the meantime. I'll be seeing you, Henry. Farewell.
Your Italian friend. A traveling merchant you had one beer with. And as...
What do you need? Hurry up. I don't have all day.
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Copenina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Copenina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
Okay.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Vostatek, Lord von Berghoff's huntsman, is a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlark Pond. So if you know your way round the woods, you could go and offer him your help. But I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. One more thing. You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Okay.
And what did they find?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, but then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Where did you say?
If you follow the right bank...
Would you happen to know where I could...
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other...
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchak Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves...
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge, above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the...
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows...
Do you have any...
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to...
That sounds good.
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hide. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's been... And that's pretty much...
Thanks, innkeeper.
Okay. Looking for my...
Excuse me.
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name but acts like he owns the...
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no... But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left...
Okay.
F-U-C-K. To hell with your meter and stanzas. It's about...
What are you two talking about then?
Peasant like you wouldn't...
Well, looks can be deceiving. If I weren't so kind-hearted, you might annoy me with...
Wise counsel indeed.
My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Aye, don't be shy.
It's Henry.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry.
Oh, for the love of God.
Will you just tell me what you were doing?
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that.
Really? Man to man.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say I was...
Sit.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since...
Freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego...
Aye, aye. As I said, he's not...
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think?
Well, I rather doubt it's to be found in beer or some wench's cleavage. Those might be nice to look at, but an artist should seek inspiration in higher things.
My very words. Let's drink.
However you look at it,
and highball.
Clever.
Experienced.
Intrepid.
Unique.
In short, just the right fella.
You might be able to...
Look, I don't have all day, so if you have something to say, without all the poetic horse shit.
That's exactly our way, friend.
Short and to the point. That's us.
Enrico, we are in need of...
My name's Henry.
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man...
A fucking good
a fellow who helps his fellow man.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
Greetings.
The humans?
That's it!
A loot! We need...
All right.
In the words of the poet, una volta corre il cane, e una altra la lepre. He who seeks shall find.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the carpenters in...
It ain't no use.
Kaya kita suruh
And he
maling
won't
loot
sell it,
di
the tight ass.
Wow, if it
Trotsky.
were
In our...
And it... it's a mess.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
useless.
Royal the Kuttenberg treasure.
Bisakah kita save? Game save. Oke, gitu dulu buat hari ini. Kita lanjut lagi besok. Kalau hari Senin, see you next stream. Bye bye. Thank you sudah nonton, thank you sudah mampir.